Sometimes, the smallest acts of kindness echo across the fabric of destiny. What we do selflessly for others, especially when no one is watching, can silently rewrite the chapters of our lives. This is a story that reminds us how a single good deed can ripple into miracles. Once upon a time, nestled in a deep, serene mountain forest, lived an old monk and his young disciple. The monk was known far and wide for his profound meditation practice. He could sit still for hours, even an entire day, diving into deep states of awareness. Through his meditative visions, he sometimes glimpsed events yet to unfold. One quiet morning, as he sat in deep meditation, a sorrowful vision appeared before him. His young disciple was destined to die in just 8 days. His heart grew heavy. Rather than burden the boy with fear, the monk called him and gently said, "My child, you've worked hard. Take 8 days off and visit your family. They must be missing you." The disciple, unaware of the hidden meaning, smiled brightly. "Thank you, Master. I've been feeling homesick lately. I'll return in 8 days, as you say." With joy in his step and warmth in his heart, he began his journey home, never once noticing the silent sorrow in his teacher's eyes. As he made his way through the winding hills, the young monk stopped by a stream to quench his thirst. There he noticed a small ant-hill teeming with tiny lives, their little bodies rushing in and out. Suddenly he saw the river swelling, its water rising dangerously close to the ants' home. A thought struck him. If this continues, these ants will drown. Without hesitation, he sprang into action. Using his robe, some branches, and nearby stones, he built a small wall to shield their home. Then he carefully dug a tiny channel to redirect the flow of water away from the anthill. Only when he was sure the ants were safe did he continue his journey. Days passed peacefully with his family. On the morning of the 8th day, he remembered his promise and quickly set off to return to the monastery. Back in the mountains, the old monk waited in silence. It was now the 9th day. His heart grew heavy with grief. He believed the boy had passed away. Just then, he spotted a figure coming down the mountain path. It was his disciple. Alive, healthy, and smiling. The monk was overjoyed, but puzzled. His visions had never been wrong. After embracing him warmly, he asked, "What did you do during your journey?" The young disciple shared everything, especially the part about saving the ants from the flood. The old monk closed his eyes, and a quiet understanding filled him. The disciple's selfless act of compassion had shifted the course of destiny. Because he saved countless tiny lives, his own life had been spared and extended. His karma had transformed. This story is not just about fate, but about how kindness rewrites it. Every good deed, no matter how small, returns to us in ways we may never see. Saving a life, any life, is a sacred act, one that even destiny must honor. When we give without expecting, help without seeking reward, and protect without being asked, our lives align with something greater. We are watched not just by the world, but by the silent eyes of karma. And when you become the reason someone or something survives, the universe, quietly and powerfully, becomes the reason you thrive.